Ephraim!
What?
Look!
Driver had no idea what was happening. He turned around to look, then immediately dropped the fuel barrel and chased after us. Fortunately, the truck had just started moving.
Run, motherfucker, truck in!
But by now the truck's fuel tank was running on empty. The driver had no choice but to risk getting shot as he quickly opened the fuel cap and poured in the last container of diesel fuel. Meanwhile, the armed militants behind us kept firing at us non-stop. Just when it looked like the militants were getting closer and closer to us, something unexpected happened. They suddenly stopped their vehicle. It turned out a U.S. military helicopter had flown overhead, followed closely by 4 U.S. armored vehicles. We successfully escaped from the chase. Later, under U.S. military escort, we arrived in Baghdad and delivered the 5,000 pistols from this transaction to the U.S. forces. The U.S. colonel was impressed by our performance. Seeing that we had completed the mission successfully, he paid us the full amount in one go.
What's wrong about you two? Great fucking job, boys. Great fucking.
When we got to the U.S. military warehouse, Mike was shocked by what he saw. The entire warehouse was packed with U.S. dollars. This deal alone netted us a solid $3 million. We then flew back to the United States on a transport plane. After this experience, our ambitions grew bigger and bigger. We started setting our sights on more long-term goals, but opportunities are always reserved for those who are prepared. One day, I stumbled upon a massive order and called Mike over. We carefully read through the Department of Defense procurement information: 360,000 sniper rifles, 2 million grenades, and 200 million rounds of ammunition. This was the U.S. Department of Defense's 30-year stockpile for Afghanistan, with a total value of up to $1 billion. With such enormous profits at stake, the risks would naturally be much greater. To secure this massive contract, we rushed to Las Vegas to attend the Triennial Arms Trade Show, but the results were very disappointing. For an order of this magnitude, it was clearly impossible for a small-scale company like ours to complete such a contract, so we decided to abandon this project. But that evening, I unexpectedly ran into a very powerful arms dealer named Henry at the casino. Mike and I personally visited Henry's warehouse to inspect the goods. The entire warehouse not only had all kinds of weapons and ammunition, but even aircraft and tanks. Then we were taken to where the ammunition was stored, 20 full shipping containers packed with bullets. However, when we opened the ammunition boxes, we discovered that all these bullets were old stock that had been sitting around for ages.
How old are these?
30, maybe 40 years.